Welcome to Colombia! Today we are hosted by Embajada de la Coca, the Embassy of Coca. It's a very nice little coffee tea house here in the middle of La Candelaria. This is actually a place you have to come. It's run by Peruvian men, and everything is about coca. They have this coca powder, they have this oh, that's something I like. And they have tea, the Coca Tea, of course, which I will try right now. I drank liters, or like hundreds of liters, when I lived in Peru. It's awesome. They have offered me some cake, which smells delicious, and it's really small, just some tables. And it's a meeting place of Indigenous, actually. So if you, thank you. So more products, they sell all kind of products about coca. It's really great place, really cozy, and yeah, come here. The address is here, and you will find it very easy. So today's topic is top things to do in Colombia. And there's actually so much to do. I wrote like 3 pages. But I compressed it to half a page, and those are really the top things to do. The thing is, in Colombia there's so much to do, but we will just reduce them to the max, let's say it like this. So when you more products and chocolate and everything, everything is for me. Maybe when you come they will also give you something, but first of all I guess you have to drink some tea. Well, okay, talking about tea, yes, one of the things you actually should do in Colombia is drink some coca tea, because not just in Peru, also here, of course in Colombia they grow a lot of coca plants, not for tea actually, but also for purpose of tea you have coca plants. And this is how they look like actually. Those are dried coca plants, and all you need to do is to put them in hot water, and you can put more hot water several times, and the tea is just delicious, and it's very healthy. Also, drinking Colombia, not just tea, but of course coffee. In Colombia, everybody drinks coffee. There are some regions where there is not too much of a coffee tradition, La Guajira, for example, but in general, all over Colombia, all over the Andean mountain chains, they grow coffee, so you should drink coffee. You should check on how they grow coffee, how everything is harvested, all the process about coffee, everything. It's the coffee paradise. So coming to Colombia, coffee is a very important topic, and you have some cool places also with some fantastic panoramas. Then also not just coffee is growing, but also cocoa beans. So the chocolate you usually eat from Switzerland, the cocoa beans are grown here in Colombia. You have some premium cocoa that is grown, and also all over Colombia they grow this plant. It's not so famous actually for cocoa, but it's also a plant. Chapira. Chapi de coca. ¿Y eso es alcohol? Chapi de coca. It's an alcoholic beverage, which I was just offered. Let's try it. Ooh, it's strong. Es fuerte, pero muy rico. ¿Todo? ¿De uno? Después la producción vamos a tomar toda la botella. Strong alcohol. Also in Colombia, there's tons of food you should try, because the food they grow here in Colombia is just delicious. And I picked you out the most famous foods and drinks here in Colombia. So let's start. Bandeja paisa, that's what you get in Medellin and the coffee triangle. Then you see, of course, you should eat all the Colombian fruits. I think there are about 150 different fruits that are eatable here in Colombia. And you go to a market and it's just impressive with all those colors and stuff. And the fruits are not just sweet, you have all kind of tastes. Some taste weird and some taste bad, but the variety is just impressive. Then, of course, you should drink chocolate with cheese. And what they do here in Colombia, to me as a Swiss, it's kind of blasphemy. They have a hot chocolate and then they put cheese in it, and the cheese melts kind in the hot chocolate. And it's not my favorite one, but it's very a local specialty here in Colombia. And then they have ayaco, which is a soup, very special here in Bogota. They have lechona. Lechona is very funny because you see that mostly on the weekends. It's a huge pig stuffed with rice and all kinds of food, and they serve it out of cars. Some people, they arrive on Sunday into the city, they open the trunk, and then you just see a huge pig head. And if you want some, they just cut some off and give it to you for eating. Then you have sancocho, which is also a soup. And then for drinking, aguardiente. If you come to Colombia, you have to try aguardiente. You will drink that with the locals anyway. If you go for a party, this is the anise alcohol. Everybody uses it to get drunk fast. It's not my favorite one, but it works to get drunk. And arepa, of course, arepa. This is kind of the national food. And those are the kind of pancakes. You have them sweet, you have salty, you have them with no taste, different forms, different colors. And this is what they eat all over Colombia, arepa. And then you have bandebona and mamona. And there is much more, but these are just the ones that came to my mind. Also, what you should do here in Colombia, you should go and play tejo. Tejo is a sport where you throw kind of stones to a target which is 50 meters away, and then you have little explosives. And it's a drinking game, and it's drinking and throwing stones and having explosions. It's quite amazing. It's big fun. Also, what you should do if you like playing football on weekends, go to a park, talk to the local Colombians and try to get into the game, and I'm sure they will let you play with them because they want to know how you as a foreigner play football and if we're able to compete with them. And then of course, Colombia is the country of music and dance. So wherever you are, in Colombia you have different dances. For example, Cali is the world capital of salsa. But be aware, if you think you know how to dance salsa, in Cali it's different level because everybody knows to dance. They learn it at school like as kids, and it's much faster than for example the salsa from Cuba. It's like super fast, it's light speed. And also you have others like cumbia, joropo, vallenato, and there's like 20 more in Colombia. It's the country of music and dance, and this is also a reason this country vibrates, and really you have to dive into it and experience that. Then also what you should do in Colombia, you have to go to the Chica Mucha Canyon, and maybe you never heard of it. Maybe you heard of Grand Canyon, but did you know the Chica Mucha Canyon is deeper than the Grand Canyon? It's on the deepest level, on the deepest spot. It's like 2 kilometers deep. It's huge, it's beautiful, and it's 225 kilometers long. It's huge and it's beautiful. So check it out. Then also, when you come to Colombia, you have access to the Amazon. And to me, if you have the possibility once in a lifetime to visit the Amazon jungle, do it. It's just a magic experience. And did you know, actually the Amazon covers 35% of the Colombian territory. So come here to Colombia and go to the Amazon. It's not just Leticia. As I said, 35% are covered by Amazon forest. You can go to different spots. Also check, for example, Me Too. And there is more nature. Colombia is the nature paradise. You can go to the Pacific region, the Pacific coast. It's so beautiful. And between June and November, you can go to whale watching, which is an amazing experience. I did it in Canada and I did it here in Colombia. And of course, it's just seeing those huge ocean mammals. It's just impressive. Then another thing, which is one of my favorites, lots of animals involved. You can go to the llanos. You can have your cowboy feeling. You can do a cowboy life, horse riding, catching some cattle, and also you can do the famous Llanos safari, because in that region You find Orinoco crocodile, which grows up to 6 meters. You have anacondas, you have capybaras, you have pumas, you have jaguars, you have anteaters, you have so many birds. The animals you can find, it's so impressive. I cannot promise you that you will see all of them, especially for example jaguar, very difficult, but this is one of the most amazing experiences here in Colombia. Then also things to do here in Colombia. You can go to the desert. There are actually 2 deserts. One is a real desert, the other is more of a dry forest. You can go to La Guajira, you can go to Cabo de la Vela and spend 1 week kite surfing. It's very cheap, international standards, and it's great. It's perfect conditions, and also from there you can do adventures through the desert up to the northernmost point of the continent to Punta Gallinas, and this is so amazing. This is really one thing you should consider doing here in Colombia. Then also what to do. You should go to the Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. Maybe some of you heard about it, and those are the highest coastal mountains in the world. They go up until 5,700 meters above sea level, and from Santa Marta you go up there. You can go to Minca, which is the entrance, and then you can go further up to 2,000 meters, and then it's so amazing. On one side you can oversee the Caribbean Sea and Santa Marta. You turn 180 degrees and you see peaks covered in snow. That's so amazing. It's one of the most beautiful and also a very biodiverse spot, very famous for its birds. So bird watchers, Sierra Nevada, Santa Marta, very important because you have all dynamic birds there, like 20. Then also you can go to the department of the Meta, which is also part of the Llanos, and you can see river dolphins. This is also a very unique experience. River dolphins you also can see in the Amazon, which is great. Then you can, believe it or not, you can climb a volcano in the south of Colombia, in the department of Nariño. There are various volcanoes, not all are open, sometimes one is open, sometimes another one, but climbing a volcano, also possible in Colombia. There's everything, unbelievable. Also, what to do in Colombia, if you're a sportsman and you play golf, then you can on one day play golf on 3,000 meters above sea level here in Bogota. You fly to Cartagena and the next day you play by the Caribbean Sea. In what country can you do that? Playing golf, 3,000 meters, 0 meters, that's just amazing. And then also in Colombia, you can meet indigenous tribes all over Colombia. After Colombian constitution, they recognize over 80 different languages, indigenous languages. So wherever you go in Colombia, you can find different tribes with different traditions. They're not related to each other, and it's unbelievable. This cultural and ethnic mix you find in Colombia, it's difficult to find such a variety in another country. So this is it. I hope you like the things to do in Colombia. It's a part of what is actually possible. I think this gives you some more travel ideas. If you want to do all that, you will be traveling for 3 months at least. If you like my channel, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will be informed for future videos with valuable information about all Colombia. You will find more stuff, more information down in the description section. If you have questions or want to tell want to tell something, then write it down in the comment section. I hope to see you again soon here on my channel, or even better, here in Colombia. I send you all the best wishes from Bogota. Yours, Colombiafrank. See you next time. Bye bye.